yeah, week 5 is in the books, Chris. A great weekend indeed. We'll go ahead and kick it off with a great game in Athens between the Hedges. Georgia bringing in Alabama. Georgia with what was it? 33 game win streak at home win streak. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah,
I believe so.
yeah. Got snapped. Alabama won this game, Chris. 24-21 was your final in this ball game. Ty Simpson had a big day. He looked good. This whole team, whatever happened from the beginning of the season, Chris, with seeing Alabama losing to Florida State, they've corrected a lot of things over there in T Town, Chris. And if you're Kalen DeBoer, you got to be pleased with what you saw over the weekend with this Alabama team. Like they look poised. They look like they were on a mission, and they took care of business. Ty Simpson, he was 24 for 38, 276 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he also got one rushing as well. So just a big day overall, Chris. And shout out to Kalen DeBoer and that staff by putting in a great game plan to beat Georgia over the weekend.
Yeah, no, they definitely they were the team that executed at a higher level, and you have to give Alabama credit for doing so. I mean, they came in with a great game plan. You saw Coach DeBoer and his staff getting their bag, going their Duffy with some of the play calling, the Caden Proctor screen pass on the sidelines and in the red zone got them right there for the touchdown. Plays like that, digging deep and finding ways to score and make plays when you're in that red zone, things get real tight. And so Alabama was the team that executed in the red zone. Um, you saw Georgia, some problems, some flaws, rear its ugly head for Georgia. Fourth and short, right tackle doesn't execute on the block. That allows the defender to come in, and you're unable to get a first down. And it looked like Cash Jones had a chance to get a touchdown if that play is executed properly late in the ball game. So definitely shout out to Alabama. Big win for the Tide. Um, there are a few things to clean up. We did see Ryan Williams have his struggles. Had busted open the coverage and dropped the pass. But overall, Alabama stayed focused and did what needed to be done to leave Athens with a victory in what was a hard fought game. And it's always a hard fought game between those two teams, but especially on Saturday night.
Absolutely, Chris. Yeah, I mean, it just shout out to how Kalen DeBoer, got this team together to win this ball game. Isaiah Horton, he had a touchdown. He had 5 receptions. Guys stepping up, Chris. And, that was something that me and you had been talking about, and everybody had been talking about for weeks. Guys stepping up, guys actually, leading this offense and the defense as well. To victories. You got the talent, you just got to put it together, and we saw that on Saturday by taking care of business against the Georgia team that just a few weeks ago escaped Rocky Top. And hey, just a big win, big statement win overall. You still got to come out the following week. You know what happened last year against a really good Vandy squad, a Vandy squad that this year that they want to replicate that. They want to replicate what they did to you last season. Now you can put this game to bed now and keep focusing on getting better. What I'm seeing right now is a team that has an opportunity, Chris, by season end to potentially go to an SEC championship if they play their cards right and they handle their business. So we'll see what happens, but overall, I was pleased with what I saw from Alabama. On the flip side, from Georgia, there's definitely some issues, with this team. Of course, like yeah, they're just not consistent enough, especially defensively. We can start defensively. They're just not. They're not scary enough, especially in that secondary. I think they could get torched a couple more times this season, Chris. They still got Ole Miss on their schedule. They got a couple of games on their schedule. If they don't get right, there's some teams out there that can bite them. Texas is still on the
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah, no. There are some teams that can bite them, and they bite themselves too. You talked about the secondary. We can go on the offensive side of the ball. You got your explosive play that was right there for the making, and you drop what looked to be a walk-in touchdown. It would have been like a 60, 65-yard touchdown. You can't have these mistakes. The the blocking in the trenches, and being inconsistent there. Frazier fumbling, right there on your side of the 50. So there's there are plays that just you're seeing that aren't typical of a Kirby Smart team. But like I talked about pregame, we discussed pregame about how Kalen DeBoer and his teams have been on the road and how this dates back to last season. These problems that we're seeing from Georgia date back to last season too, Kory. These are some of the same flaws we talked about before that are continuing to rear its head. So it's Georgia's really going to have to buckle down because the right team can expose them as the season continues. Just like they may have, they didn't get the L against Tennessee, but Tennessee has given teams the blueprint as to what you can do to make life tough for this Georgia team and ultimately, get a victory.
Agreed. Agreed, Chris. So yeah, I mean, it's it's definitely crunch time now. If you're a Georgia Bulldog, now like you 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 squeaked out of Rocky Top with a victory. You didn't squeak out of this game at home with a victory. You lost your home win streak, and now it's back to the drawing board if you're Kirby Smart and company. Schedule's not going to get any easier. Definitely got some trap games on the list. How do you respond? How do you respond after a loss like this against a team that you haven't really had your number against them all the time, but man, they
No, Alabama has their number.
yeah, they have your number. They have your number and they have your win streak, your home win streak. So
Whether it's Nick Saban or Kalen DeBoer, the tide have been rolling against Georgia.
absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, got some work to do in Georgia. So like I said, how will you respond? Long season ahead. It's crazy, Chris. We're already halfway throughout the college football season, so you don't have many more games left to kind of have that cushion per se. You got to win now.
Oh yeah, we in SEC play, we're in conference play. It's
Absolutely,
now. It's go time.
absolutely,